Well, now the heat is very much on the Trinamool Congress Member of Parliament, Mahua Moitra. She's been summoned by the Ethics Committee. She has to go there on 31st at 11 a.m. But on the first sitting of the Ethics Committee, there was some heated exchange. And the heated exchange was between the BJP MPs and the other members who belong to the opposition parties. What sources are telling us is that in the deposition of by both Nishikant Dubey as well as by Jay Anand, there were several questions which were asked. Jay Anand was asked certain questions about his association with Mahua Moitra, and also more importantly, did he have any idea of the login details? Nishikant Dubey also made points about why he thinks it's a grave violation by the TMC MP because this is something which threatens national security and therefore must be taken cognizance of. But more than that, what was the heated exchange about? There were questions which were raised about Nishikant Dubey's degree also, to which he clarified that the Supreme Court has already given a closure to it and that this has no connection with his entire saga. Essentially, it began with 12 questions which were posed to Jay Anand first. Remember, he was one of the first persons to complain both to the CBI as well as to the Speaker about what he called violations by Mahua Moitra, with whom he once enjoyed a very close equations. This complaint was also forwarded to Nishikant Dubey, who again forwarded it, and also to a Lokpal, which essentially paves the way open for a CBI investigation. So Ethics Committee took cognizance of both their complaints. Several questions were asked, and after that they have dashed out a letter to the IT Ministry to ask for all the login details as soon as possible. Apart from that, also to write to the MEA because they want that affidavit which was signed by Darshan Hiranandani. Remember, he's the one who's turned an approver, and that's where the login details were given to him. That has now to be notified by the MEA. So to make it official so that it becomes acceptable in the court of a magistrate. And apart from that, the point which has been raised is that Mahua Moitra will have to be there in the next Ethics Committee meeting at 11 a.m. on 31st. She is going to be confronted with the NIC report if it is out by then. She's also going to be confronted with all the complaints which have been made by both the parties. Several questions will be asked of her. But I think the most serious allegation against her is that of whether she gave her parliamentary login details. Because Darshan has already admitted that yes, he had access to it. And this is a grave violation of national security, which means that the parliament website, which is privy to a lot of information which is classified, which is documented and confidential, can pose serious hazard. The point which is being made over here is that it's normal that MPs often given the login details to the office staff or to the interns, but you don't give it to an outsider. What is going to be done is it's going to be corroborated also to find out whether the login was done approximately at the same time when those questions were asked or the points were raised by Mahua Moitra. So definitely the heat is on her. All eyes, what is going to be her testimony? What is it going to be her line of defense?